Can we start? Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. As we have gathered here on this momentous day, I am reminded of the words of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Forget not, the grossest crime is to compromise with injustice and wrong. Remember the eternal law. You must give if you want to get. Indian Institute of Information Technology wishes you all a happy Independence Day. I extend a warm welcome to our beloved director, registrar, faculty members, staff, and dear students for the 77th Independence Day celebration. The historic day of August 15, 1947 embarks the enactment of Indian Independence Act which officially transferred legislative sovereignty to the Indian Constituent Assembly. On this occasion, our first Prime Minister Pandit Nehru said, "Long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step from the old to the new, when an age ends and the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. As the sun graces the horizon today, we stand united in the warmth of our national identity, ready to commemorate the spirit of freedom that courses through the veins of our great nation. Our forefather dreamed of a free and self-reliant India, and it is our privilege and responsibility to uphold their legacy and ensure their dream continue to shine brightly. This day encapsulates the true essence of an emancipated and individualistic India, igniting a flame within us that transcends the barrier of religion, community, culture, and gender, urging us to forge unbreakable bonds with one another. Our tricolor is the reflection of the pride of our past, the commitment of our present, and also the dreams of the future. Just as on August 15, 1947, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, proudly raised the national flag above the Lahori Gate of the Red Fort in Delhi, I now respectfully invite our esteemed director to perform the flag hosting ceremony, followed by the rendition of the national anthem. Let us all salute the flag. Now we can continue for the national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा शुभ नामे जागे शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जयगाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे Now I would like to humbly invite our director, sir, for the Independence Day address.
A delightful morning to faculty members, staff, and my beloved students. This day in the history narrates the story of millions of people who led the nation to the realization of a greater goal of independence to thrive in our motherland. The Independence Day unites our fellow citizens, their thoughts and deeds. When we hoist the tricolour flag, it just reminds us of how our cultural, linguistic, and geographical differences unite us to fly high in the path of our nation's development. Together, we contribute to the development of our nation. The magnitude of togetherness, along with cooperation and commitment, can be sensed through the victory of our freedom struggle. When I see our national flag flying high in the breeze, it fills me with an amazing sense of excitement and patriotism. I am sure we can all agree that gaining independence from the monarch's colonization is not a simple undertaking, but arduous, extensive, and massive. The father of our nation rightly mentioned, freedom is never dear at any price. It's the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? The freedom struggle and related movements in our nation's tapestry evokes the courageous fight against the oppressions of British rule. The freedom struggle experienced two different fighters whose principles are related to violence and non-violence. Leaders such as Tilakar, Subhash Chandra Bose, and others followed the principles of violence to fight against the British. On the other hand, patriots rallied with Mahatma Gandhi and followed the principles of non-violence. These great freedom fighters had not only shed their blood but also sacrificed their lives and family. Their sacrifice with unwavering mindset traveled towards the destiny of freedom, which is time immemorial. The common goal of fighting the British Raj bound the freedom fighters to devote their entire life until the nation is out of the shackles. Nonetheless, the Treaty of Indian Sovereignty was signed sometime between the 14th and 15th of August 1947. Successively, Jawaharlal Nehru was elected Prime Minister of independent India and Britain relinquished its sovereignty over the country. The British no longer had any involvement in Indian affairs, which officially declared Purna Swaraj. We should salute and honor those who brave souls by remembering their deeds and sacrifices for our motherland and never forget that it is because of their efforts that we stand today and breathe in a independent India. In today's context, togetherness rises from our differences. The admiration of our identity as Indians unite us though we are divided by diverse culture, religion, and language. We live in harmony with people from different religious backgrounds. Many of the religious festivals are celebrated with a great zeal by almost everyone, which indicates our unity amidst diversity. Further, our country warmly welcomes people from all religions, ethnic, and cultural backgrounds as its fraternity. Though a cross cultural dialogue is involved among the people, we never forget our own Indian tradition and values to keep them intact. Our country, as one of the largest democracies in the world, influenced the other countries in striving hard for decolonization and freedom. The influence is also witnessed through the contributions our nation made in the development and the economic growth of the global community. So far, we as a nation have proved our mettle in the presence of space technology, telecom industry, business, innovation, as well as green revolution. At present, we are working towards becoming an Atmanirbhar Bharat that's being a self-reliant India. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav restoratively energizes the independent minds through inspirations from the freedom fighters to pledge for new ideas for the realization of Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is, to realize self-sufficient and self-contained India. Hence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is a festival of awakening of the nation, festival of fulfilling the dream of good governance, and the festival of global peace and development, as told by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In addition, it ensures the equally important fundamentals of non-violence, perseverance, and persistence. These are the three lessons one should learn from the fabulous history of our nation. Non-violence, perseverance, and persistence are certainly suitable for all the occupations, even in the contemporary modern world. These inevitable fundamentals form the basis in creating a developed nation which can become self-sufficient and self-contained economically to provide the basic needs to the communities. The inevitable responsibility to protect the freedom catalyzes the spirit to build India into a developed nation. Therefore, we, the citizens of our country, realize our roles and responsibilities as post-independent India started from the scratch in almost all fields. In consideration, the strenuous efforts of the architects of the nation building enormously contributed in constructing and strengthening the economy, civic system, and bureaucracy of India. The constructive ideas and plans of the citizens of independent India marched the nation into the race with other developed and developing countries around the world by major initiatives in various fields. Firstly, vulnerable India, China, and India and Pakistan border were the real concern for India. To secure borders, more advanced defense technology is needed. Thus, the Defense Research and Development Organization was set up in 1958. After its formation, it has developed several large programs on essential technologies. Secondly, the nuclear energy program of India has its origin in 1944. Dr. Homi Bhabha approached the Tata Trust. With their financial support, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research was founded in Mumbai. TIFR later conducted a number of studies in the fields of physics, nuclear energy, and cosmic rays. In 1954, Government of India established Department of Atomic Energy. India successfully tested the first nuclear bomb in 1974 under the guidance of nuclear physicist Raja Ramanna at Pokhran. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam describes nuclear power as the gateway to a prosperous future. Later, for more advanced scientific research, with the help of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the Indian Space Research Organization was set up in 1969. Aryabhatta, the first Indian satellite, was launched by the Soviet Union in 1975. Besides, agriculture reforms enabled India's agrarian economy, which was on the brink of collapse in 1947, to improve steadily. This revolution made us self-reliant as we traveled the distance from being an importer of food grains to one producing it in surplus. Further, achievements such as polio-free India, invention of COVID-19 vaccine, successful launch of Chandrayaan-3, preparations to launch the first human space flight Gaganyaan by 2024, strengthening collaboration as the president of G20, United Nations Security Council, and Shanghai Cooperation Organization are evidences of India taking a giant leap in the journey to become a developed nation. India also witnesses the receipt of Oscar for the best documentary, The Elephant Whisperers. Award of 27 medals, including 6 gold, 12 silver, and 9 bronze medals in the Asian Athletics Championships 2023. Introduction of courses based on National Educational Policy 2020, which ensure the participation of energetic young citizens in the forefront of modern India's growth and prosperity. Therefore, empowering our nation as Atmanirbhar Bharat is a reward to the warriors who toiled and struggled for freedom. Our country perpetually inclines towards the use of trending technologies such as artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, and innovative data storage systems, cybersecurity, additive manufacturing to compete with other countries. These small yet mighty steps usually contribute in creating India into a self-sufficient nation, which exactly is the aim where nation first, always first is a part of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav initiatives. So let's commemorate and celebrate this historic day with a tremendous pomp and show. Finally, our soldiers and warriors are so brave that they are constantly battling on borders to safeguard our country. As a result, we must never forget to appreciate and protect our freedom as it provides opportunities to develop our nation with safety and security. Thus, we must dearly value the freedom that we enjoy today. With these words, I am delighted to share with you the recent progress of our institute. In the first place, I take pride that the institute exuberantly celebrated the 5th convocation with enormous enthusiasm on 12th August 2023 for the graduates of the batch 2019 to 23. Most remarkably, the institute initiated MSc programs in computer science and engineering and electronics with VLSI from the academic year 23-24. Next, the placement and training cell took initiatives to deploy available opportunities to ensure students receive job offers from reputed companies. The 4th year BTech students completed their internship and joined the academic session, along with 2nd year and 3rd year students from 31st July. The institute also admitted PhD scholars to different departments during July 23. I am proud to share that the faculty members also presented and published 40 research articles and book chapters between 22 and 23. Further, the faculty members received research grants from ICSSR, SERB, DST ICPS, and Auroville Foundation to continue their research activities. I take pleasure in sharing that Mr. Saurabh Saindhanani, BTech Computer Science and Engineering student, is awarded with Chanakya Fellowship under the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical System of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, for his research proposal. This sets an example for others to write such scholarly proposals to explore the opportunities in research and development for the application of theories learned in the classrooms. Currently, admissions for MTech, MSc, and BTech programs are going on for the academic year 23-24. Hence, the institute plans to commence classes after conducting orientation program. Let's prepare to warmly welcome the freshmen joining our community. Along with this, the institute establishment activities are progressive in consideration to campus improvement. The institute has recently inaugurated a cafeteria for the benefit of the students and the other stakeholders. The institute is processing procurement of various requirements to ensure full-fledged functioning of the available facilities. The preparation for a playground is halfway as the ground is leveled after clearing the shrubs and weeds for the students to play comfortably. Initiatives such as connecting well water to avoid scarcity with protective wall, installation of security cameras in the campus, installation of organic waste, composting machine, provision of 150 kilowatt solar photovoltaic plant for the campus are under the pipeline. Similarly, the institute also runs wastewater treatment plant. These environmentally conscious initiatives will ensure our vision of sustainability through recycling and the use of renewable resources. These progressive steps are for the betterment of the entire community and the advancement of the institute, which aims to serve the nation scrupulously in building the young minds to be more creative and competitive. Let's work together towards bringing more laurels to our nation. I conclude by wishing you all a happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your beautiful words. As we have reached the culmination of the Independence Day ceremony, I would like to express my deep gratitude. I extend heartfelt thanks to the director, registrar, faculty members, staff, and the students for joining us today. Thousands of men laid their lives, and thousands of mothers sacrificed their sons to bring freedom to India. Let us honor those remarkable individuals who bestowed upon us the democratic nation of India. Safeguarding this liberty and transmitting it to the future generation is our solemn responsibility. Happy Independence Day. Jai Hind. People, everyone could join for the snacks.